morning! Welcome back to my channel. My name's Allie if you're new, and on my channel I post bookish, lifestyle, and personal development type videos. This is another weekly reading vlog. I do these every week, and I don't really know what this week is gonna entail. I just, 5 minutes ago, finished listening to the audiobook for 3 to Get Deadly by Janet Ivanovich, and I gave it 3 stars. I really liked it. I just enjoy this series. It's the Stephanie Plum novels. This was the 3rd one, and I'm just really enjoying it. However, I have this predicament where the 4th, 5th, and 6th books are not on Libby, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to listen to them because I don't really want to read the ebook. I want to listen to them because that's what I've been doing, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I have technically I have 3 books on hold or on borrowed from Libby, and then I'm also reading a couple books, so I'll just talk you through all of it and then we'll just see where we go with this week. First of all, I have the 2nd series of Unfortunate Events books on hold on Libby, and I have the audiobook for this one because they didn't have the ebook, so it's like a 3-hour audiobook, so I'll probably listen to that next. I don't know what it's called though, so that's great, but it's the 2nd one. I also have In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which I've heard really mixed reviews about, but I have the audiobook for that also on hold, so I'll probably listen to that this week as well. And then I still have Edenbrook on hold through my library. I tried to pick it up on Friday of last week and it was putting me to sleep. However, to be fair, I was reading Verity over the weekend, and so I was a little bit more interested in that than anything else, so I might pick that back up. I still have 8 days left of my hold, so I might try it out. It's 200 pages, so it's a pretty short, easy read, so I don't know, that's an option. And then my physical book that I'm reading is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I have I think I have exactly 40 pages left of this, so pretty close to the end. I don't know how I feel about this book yet. I'm gonna have to sit down and really think through my thoughts, but yeah, I don't really have a full thought process on what I think yet, but we'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna finish this today just so I can finish it, so I can start something new. I've thought about starting Book of Night by Holly Black, but I don't know if that's what I want to read. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out, but those are my current reads and kind of where we're standing. I'm probably gonna start The Biggest Bad. That's what the first book was called. The 2nd series of Unfortunate Event books, and then I'm gonna build out some pages in my Notion because I want to use it a little bit more effectively. So that's gonna probably be in another video, but I am gonna do that. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I will talk to you guys in a little while. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I finished 3 books yesterday and I didn't really update on any of them. I just was kind of going through the motions with it, but I finished 3 for the Money by Janet Ivanovich, and I gave that one 3 stars. I feel like all of the books in the Stephanie Plum series are going to get 3 stars just because I don't feel like they're anything spectacular, but they're also really enjoyable. They're just kind of average, I guess, which sounds awful, but like a 3-star read is not a bad book. Like, I'm enjoying this series a lot, or else I wouldn't continue reading it. I just don't feel like it's deserving of a 5, in my opinion, personally. But that doesn't mean that you wouldn't think differently. I really like them. It's just, I think honestly part of it is just the fact that they're like 3-hour audiobooks, that you can't get enough information out of 3 hours to give something that 5 stars, if that makes sense. And then I also finished The Reptile Room by Lemony Snicket, which is the second series of Unfortunate Events book. And I gave that one 4 stars. I liked this one a lot more than the first one. The first one just was not my cup of tea. But this one I really did enjoy. They did do the uncle pretty dirty in this book, but I liked it. I thought it was good. I have picked up the next one. I haven't started it yet, but I picked it up on ebook. So that will probably be an event for today. And then I finished Honey Girl as well, and I've already put it away. It's right here. But, or else I would show it to you. But I gave that one 3 stars. Well, no, I gave it 3.5 stars. I think I've kind of figured out that my problem with this book was that I didn't feel like there was like direct like storyline to follow, I guess. I just felt like it kind of jumped around a lot, and I didn't get the satisfaction and answers of some of the things that were happening that I wanted. I just felt like it was very like repetitive, and then a lot of it just jumped around a lot, so there wasn't like a full storyline to follow. And I think that the idea of the book was great, and I think that as a debut novel, for a debut novel by Morgan Rogers, I think that it was really good. I just didn't feel like it was the best book I've ever read. I just think that her writing could use some like more structure, I guess, it would be a way to put it. That's not saying that it was a bad book, it just didn't really do it for me, and I think that that's why. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I read yesterday. Yes, I finished 3, which is insane to me. So today, I'm picking up Stalking Jack the Ripper finally. I'm so excited to be reading this book. I started it yesterday, and I am on page 22, so not super far into it. I started it right before bed and got really tired, so I just went to sleep. But I'm enjoying it so far. Stalking Jack the Ripper follows our main character, Audrey Rose, and that's kind of all I know. She's apprenticing with her uncle, and he is like a professor in, I think it's like crime scene, like forensics. I'm not entirely sure. It takes place in 1888, so like way a long time ago. But yeah, she's apprenticing under her uncle, who I think is like crime scene forensics. The book starts off with them doing an autopsy of a dead body. It does have that kind of trigger warning, so if you like body gore freaks you out, maybe not the best book for you. But I'm liking it so far. I'm excited to read it. The back is just this like blurb on the back is so like intriguing to me, so I'll just read it to you. It says, "He murdered women in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved the Ripper." And I don't know, like this could go one of 2 ways, right? This could be like her actually falling in love with the Ripper, or it could be like falling in love with his actions because of like the interest of this book. I don't know. We'll see what it is, but I'm excited to pick this up. And then I picked up Edenbrook again this morning, and I'm a little bit further into it, and I'm kind of enjoying it now. So I'm gonna try and finish it. We'll see how that goes. It's like 200 pages, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to read. But yeah, I don't really know what that book's about or how to go about it. I'll tell you when I finish it, if I finish it. And then I did pick up the 3rd series of Unfortunate Events books, and I don't know what that one's called. I'll have to look at it. And then the audiobook that I have from Libby is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I haven't decided if I'm going to pick that one up or not yet, so we'll see. So my reading plans are kind of all over the place, but I'm excited to start reading. I'm going to get back to work, but I'm excited to start reading today. Also, my phone delivers tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that, and I will unbox it with you guys when it gets here. My case gets here today, so I'll probably show you that when it gets here. But alright, I just got my case in, so I'm super excited about this. So I got the leather case. Oh, I scratched it. Damn it. Dang. Well, I got the leather purple, it's like ink case. And then I got the wallet to go on top of it. So that's what it's gonna look like. And it's pretty like, I mean, the wallet's obviously MagSafe, so it's a magnet. And I was a little bit nervous because the case that's on my phone right now, it's all built in together, so like the wallet can't fly off. And I like having a wallet case because I don't like taking my purse with me everywhere or my wallet with me everywhere. And so I put like my debit card and my ID in it, and then I'm good. This is great because I can fit 3 cards, so I can actually put in my debit card, my credit card, and my ID in it, which will be nice. But it's like pretty, it's not flying off. It's pretty sturdy. Just trying to show like, oh, it came off. So like obviously you have to, yeah, you obviously have to be pretty careful with it, but like I'm pretty excited. So yeah, this is what the case looks like. I got both in ink, so it looks kind of dark like black. It's actually like a purple color. I got the purple phone, so yeah, it's gonna look really good once I get it tomorrow. I'm really excited. Also, I didn't know this, but apparently with Apple products, like even cases, you have to sign for them. Luckily, I work from home, so it wasn't an issue. I could just go downstairs and sign for it, but like I didn't know that. And if I worked in an office, I would have been screwed. Like my iPhone that's delivering tomorrow, I know I have to sign for that. So like I'm prepared for that, but I wouldn't have expected to need to sign for a case. I get it. I mean, it was expensive, so I understand. And it's kind of a good tactic on Apple's part just because it's expensive, so you don't want to like have the security issue, but I'm really excited about it. So yeah, we'll get this new phone tomorrow and I'm super excited. Hi. So it is 1:25 and I've been trying to read really hard. Like I really want to read Stalking Jack the Ripper. Like I'm really in the mood for it. I want to read it. But there was some stuff that happened outside of my house this morning. It didn't involve like me or my family or anything, so like we're all good. But some of our neighbors had some stuff going on outside and the cops were called and somebody got taken away and like it was kind of it was a little scary. And I'm home alone, so I watched it all, like, home alone. And yeah, now I'm just a little on edge. I mean, it was fine, and I'm not in any danger or anything, and like the problem is taken care of, but I just had anxiety. So after watching something like that happen, literally on your front doorstep, when you're home alone, it makes it a little nervous to do life. So I tried to read right after it happened, couldn't focus. So I started watching YouTube. Also can't focus on that. So I think part of it has to do with the fact that I've had a little bit too much coffee today. And like coffee and something kind of scary happening at the same time, not a good mix. So I'm gonna take my lunch at 2. So until then, I'm just gonna kind of try and focus on something. And then after I eat, hopefully I'll feel a little bit better. And then I'll be able to get some reading done. I'm currently on page 26, so I've read 4 pages since I started this video. I would like to get to like page 100 today. Page 100 exactly is like a chapter. So that would be my goal, to at least get to page 100, just because I know that I'm a little, what am I doing? I'm a little wigged out, so I don't want to like force myself to have to read a bunch if I'm not feeling it. But yeah. It also helps that I'm reading a book about a serial killer. Well, I'm being very like vague about what happened, just because like it's people's lives and it's a sensitive subject, I guess, and I don't really want to have to like bring it up. But like literally nothing bad happened to me or my surroundings or anything like that. It was just like there was an issue with a couple of my neighbors, and it is fine now. But I don't know, when you live in like an area that you've always felt like is safe, and then the cops get called and somebody gets taken away, it's a little scary. But it's fine. I'm not that worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm just a little anxious. So yeah, this has been a wild update. I'm gonna go ahead and try and read some more. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm really sorry about the squeaky noises in the background. I'm at my parents' house, and Daisy, come here, Daisy. This is Daisy. Come here. Come here. This is Daisy. She's chewing on this, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. But I just wanted to do a quick little reading update. My book is underneath the camera, so I'm not going to pick it up. But I read to page 60. Okay, that's so annoying. You can have it back in a minute. I read to page 60 of Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I'm starting to really like it. It's getting really good. So I am gonna plan on getting to like page 120 maybe, like read another 60 pages today. Like I said, she's stealing it. Like I said, I'm at my parents' house today because my phone is delivering to their house, and I have to sign for it. So I work from home anyway, so I just brought my laptop and I'm working here, and hanging out with Daisy and just waiting for my phone to get here, and then I'm just gonna spend the day here. But yeah, because of that, I've got some time to read. Oh my gosh, Daisy, that's so loud. I've got some time to read, so I'm gonna read that. I'm also planning on reading some more of Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if I talked about reading that, but that's the personal development book that I'm reading right now. And so I'm planning on reading some more of that. And then, yeah, just gonna get some reading done. I'm gonna work on my Notion quite a bit. I'm getting into like a personal development, like habit, I guess. So I've been trying to update my Notion so that it's easier for me to like log in and fill out like my journal and my habits and all of those things. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that a little bit today as well, and then I'll update you when I have like more of a reading update. I started reading or listening to In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I'm 1% of the way in, so I have to give it a little bit more of a chance, but I just don't really care that much. I'm thinking I'm gonna listen to Four to Score by Jenna Ivanovich on YouTube. They don't have it on Libby. I think that they have the ebook, but I don't want to I don't want to read it. I just want to like listen to it. The problem is that the narrator for the series changed, and it's a man now, and it takes place in like a female's point of view. So it's not. Stop. We'll give it back to you in just a minute. It's not that that's a big deal, but I just prefer the other narrator. But I might do that just because I'm in the middle of that series and I feel like reading it, and I don't really care about the audiobook that I have. So that might be something that we try. I don't know. I'll update you when I have more of an update. All right, pure excitement. It's here. This is literally the most satisfying thing ever. And of course, Daisy's gonna interrupt it. Okay, look how gorgeous. You can see myself. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Get out of the box, Days. And yes, it's 3:57 and I'm just barely getting it, which is unfortunate, but here we go. All right, I'm gonna set it up. Bye. Good morning. It's dark because I'm not turning on the lights to film my coffee, but today's Thursday. Yesterday I didn't really get a ton of reading done. I didn't realize when I was working from my parents' house how much work working with the puppy was, so I literally got nothing done. I didn't even read any of, sorry, I'm pouring my coffee and I have to focus. I didn't read any of Stalking Jack the Ripper yesterday, which I was excited to do, so that is a little disappointing, but I got my new phone, which I'm excited about, and today I am planning on getting quite a bit of work done, like reading wise, as well as also I wasn't planning on uploading a video. I guess it would have been the Thursday that you just saw. I had a video plan. I was gonna do like a 24-hour readathon, and I just felt like I was half-assing the video and decided I didn't want to upload that, so I just scrapped the whole idea and I was just gonna not have a video uploaded on Thursday. And then Wednesday night I was like, oh, I just found a really cool like prompt that was like a tag that I decided to film, but it's Thursday now. The video should have gone up this morning and I haven't even edited it yet because I forgot to edit it last night. I couldn't get it to load quick enough before bed, so I just didn't do it. So I have to do that today and then get that all uploaded today as well. But that's kind of my plan today. I really just want to read a lot because I haven't really been in a reading mood this week, and I am today. So gonna read some, and then I will update you guys when I have some sort of a reading update. My video is edited, so we are good. I'm all caught up on all of like my YouTube work stuff for the meantime. So I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. I don't remember if I told you guys that, but I'm trying to read one personal development book at a time while I'm reading other books. So I'm reading this. I've got like 2 pages left of the chapter that I want to finish today, so chapter 2. So I'm gonna finish my chapter and then I'm gonna pick up Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm excited to read this. I am on page 63, so I still have a ways to go, but I just haven't really prioritized reading it, but I'm excited to pick this back up. So I'm gonna get all of this reading done and I will update you when I have some sort of a reading update. Tonight, Ryan and I are probably gonna watch Ghost Adventures because the new episode comes out today and I'm very excited. And besides that, I don't really have many like plans today. I think we're doing breakfast for dinner, which is super fun. So I'll probably film a little bit of that. But besides that, it's going to be a pretty chill day. So I'm just going to read and I will talk to you guys in a while. All right, I've been struggling trying to read this book. I have been super excited to read this, and for some reason I'm just like, I have not been able to get into it. But I'm officially on page 91, starting chapter 9, and I'm getting there. It's starting to be easier for me to like get into, so hopefully I just like got over the bridge of the beginning and it's gonna get good. But I'm just really I don't know why, I've just had a really hard time getting into the book. I don't know if it's a me thing, like if I'm kind of in a slump, or if it's a book thing. But I don't want to be in a slump, so if it's slump, that really sucks, but we'll see. I don't know. But this is a picture on here and it's terrifying. So love that for me. But I'm gonna get back to reading. Good morning, it's Friday. I was this morning telling Ryan and Miso, I was like, TGIF, and Ryan, like, so when we talk for Miso, we talk in like a Miso voice and it's her talking. And so Miso said, thank God it's fluff. So that's our new TGIF. It was quite a funny morning with that, but I'm hoping to get some reading done today. I've been slacking, and I think that I was potentially falling into a slump, and it might just be the book that I'm reading. I'm gonna sit you down. So I am still reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. The problem is that I'm interested, but I also am like, I get bored. Like, I have a really hard time following it, and I don't know, I can't say that it's because it's like 1800s like esque writing, because I loved The Infernal Devices. So I don't understand. But I know that I was kind of talking about how I was going to give Edenbrook another chance. Yeah, no, I returned it. I couldn't get into it. So that's also like 1800s-esque. So maybe that's just not my era. But I'm going to try and get through more of it. I'm on page 114. So I'm like, I think it's like 30% of the way through it. I'm going to really try. I'm in such a reading mood, so the fact that I can't get into this book is killing me. But I don't want to like DNF it, and I don't want to put it back on my shelf and like get back to it later, because I hate rereading the first part of a book that I've already read to get back to where I was. I hate doing that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna really try to get my focus right and to read this book, even if I just speed through it and whatever. I'm also reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and I'm on page 88. I'm really enjoying this. It's funny because I've had this for like a year, and I don't know why. This is also 1937 is when this was written. So like kind of the same idea of like not knowing if I was gonna like the writing, and so I was afraid to read it. However, it's really easy to read, and this specific copy that I have, the text is ginormous, so it's so easy to read through. I think I'm on chapter 3. So yeah, I'm liking this. I'm trying to read like a chapter a day to kind of slow my reading down with this, just because I want to actually get something out of it. So I am gonna probably sit down today at some point and do some like book notes in my Notion. But yeah, that is the 2 physical books that I'm currently reading. I did start The Wide Window by Lemony Snicket, which is the 3rd series of Unfortunate Events books. I'm like 5% of the way into that one. That one follows the Baldadere children as they go to live with their aunt. I can't remember what her name is. I think it's like Josephine or something like that. But she lives in this like house that hangs off of a mountain, basically. So it's a little weird, but I'm excited to get into this one. I've just been enjoying reading those stories. I am listening to Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, I believe is what it's called. I'm like 11% of the way into that one, and I'm liking it as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on quite yet, but we're getting there. So yeah, that is where I'm at with my reading. I'm hoping to get through a couple of these books because some of them are just kind of slow, and so I want to get through them so I can read something that's a little bit more exciting. I've been kind of wanting to read Mistborn, and I've also kind of been wanting to read The Name of the Wind and The Witcher. So I'm clearly in like a fantasy sci-fi type mood, so that's probably where my issue is that this is very much like a historical fiction book, and it's not really piquing my interest because I want to be reading fantasy. And I don't know why I did this to myself, because literally in the last vlog when I finished reading, no, maybe it was this vlog, I don't remember. Anyways, when I finished reading Honey Girl, I was craving a fantasy book, and then I picked up a historical fiction. So I don't know what my problem is, but whatever, I'll figure it out. But yeah, this has been really rambly. I'm gonna get back to reading. Hopefully, so I said I was on page 118, I think. Oh, 114. So hopefully I can get to like page 150 in the next like hour or so, and then can kind of make a final decision from there if I'm going to continue reading it. Yeah. Okay, quick little update, just about like how in the last clip I was saying that I was either in a reading slump or didn't like this book. I think that yesterday I was kind of having a bad day, to be honest. And I just think that I had zero focus for reading, and so I think that that was what my issue is, because today I've been like very meticulous about like doing things slow, and like you saw in the clip earlier today, that I like meditated and used my incense and like read personal development and like really grounded myself this morning. And I feel like because of that, I'm in such a better headspace today than I have been in the last couple of days. And I think that that's part of why I'm actually getting into the book now, finally. So that's exciting for me. I am hoping to still read it kind of fast because I still am in a fantasy mood, and so I want to read fantasy, but I just feel better reading and like actually enjoying what I'm reading. So yeah. I also have these essential oils. I got these on Amazon. They're the Art Naturals, which is like the oil brand that I usually buy, but they have like rollerball ones. So I'm using the, let's see, Signature Cleanse and Signature Bliss are the two that I'm using today. One of them is a sinus, it's focused digestion and sinuses, and then the other one is concentration, alertness, and mood. So I've been using both of these today, and I feel like they've actually helped quite a bit. The sinus one's really helping. I need to reapply it because my sinuses are starting to get stuffy again. But I just feel like more alert and like happy, and I brought out this cozy, you can't really see it, this like comfortable chair instead of my desk chair that's over there. I just felt like being comfortable while I work. So brought this out. I'm just cozy with my book, and it's a Friday, and Fridays are generally pretty slow for me, so I'm just hanging out. And yeah, it's been a good morning. I'm feeling pretty good. It's 10:13, so day's trucking along, and I'm in a good mood. All right, I'm about to start chapter 15 of Stalking Jack the Ripper. That's like page 151. So I read another, I don't remember where it was when I last updated you, like 80, 100. I think it was, no, I was at like 114. So it's been like 35 pages. I guess that's not as impressive as I thought it was. Anyways, I'm still enjoying it. However, I have a hard time with books set in the 1800s because obviously they're like customs and their culture is so different from ours, and it just drives me crazy when like Audrey just got scolded for calling Thomas instead of Mr. Cresswell because using his Christian name is inappropriate. And I get it, that's how it was back then, but it's just really frustrating for me to read about it because I just think that that's bullshit. So yeah, that's super irritating to me. And like the tea, and like all of the things that they're doing, it's just, ugh. I get though, like the statement spill the tea, or like that's tea. It's because like at these teas in the 1800s, they used to like gossip. That's what the tea was about. So it's interesting to like pick up on little things. My next goal, I'm just giving myself like goals to get to keep me going in this book because it's fun. It's fine. I'm just not that interested. I honestly kind of hope to finish it today just to get it over with, and I don't see that being a problem. So my next goal would be to get to page 200. I'm on page 151 right now, so that is 50 pages. It's going to be super easy to get to. But yeah, it's going. I'm excited for it to be over. Okay, so I was previously pretty convinced that I was not going to continue on with the series because I think that my like anticipation of what was going to happen, and I'm not done yet, so I could still be wrong, but I don't think what I expected to happen is going to happen. I know I have to be really vague, but like I don't expect it to happen now. And I was flipping through like to the end of the book, not to look at the end of the book, but to see, like, this is one of the books because it's the first book in a series that has like the first chapter of the second book, and so I was just skipping to the back just so I could see what page the book ended on. And then there was like pictures. So I like looked at the pictures, and then I saw the like synopsis for the second book. And the second book follows the same characters. So I was fully under the impression that like I think there's 4 books in the series. That sounds right to me. But I was fully under the impression that each of the books followed a different set of characters. And I personally am not a big fan of that unless they like in the case of like Allie Hazelwood's STEM novellas, like they're best friends. Like the 3 main characters of the 3 books are all best friends. And so like you get insight into all of them. But I thought that this was going to be just like 4 random characters. And I am 90% sure that they all follow Audrey Rose. At least the second one does. So now I might have to buy the next one. Obviously I can't buy it until my book buying ban is over. But yeah. Also, I sat down today and counted how many books I own that I haven't read. And I'm sickened with myself. I am convinced that I'm going to read... Sorry, angle change. Something came up. Anyways, I am convinced that I am going to read like 140 of these books. So I have 160 books that I own that I have not read. And my ultimate goal, of course the train now, but my ultimate goal would be to have like between like 10 and 20 books at a time that I physically own that I have not read. Because having 160 books that I have the opportunity to read that I've never read before is so overwhelming that it makes it hard for me to pick out books to read. So the goal would be to not have that issue anymore by only buying like 20 books at a time that I haven't read. So that's the goal. So I can't buy the next book in the series until after my book buying ban is over. But I am liking it. So I'm on page 206 right now. So I've got like 106 pages left or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited. And Miso's tired. We're on a roller coaster up at the mountains for Ryan's work party, and this has been such a good time. So I highly recommend if you're ever in like the Boise area to come up to Bogus Basin. But yeah, it's beautiful and so much fun, and I'm on the slow part of the roller coaster so I can talk about it, but I'm gonna have to control my thing here soon. You have to like actually push it forward, which is terrifying, but it's fun. So yeah. We're also potentially going to be getting a kitten today, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to show it to you. A cat. Hi, baby. Ryan's in the store getting a collar and getting him a blanket for himself, but he's so sweet. I'm gonna bring him home and do the whole separating them thing, which is gonna be hard, but he's so sweet, and he chose us. I'll go into more detail later, but God, he's cute. Hello, it's Monday, and I realized that I forgot to end the vlog, but I did finish reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. It did not end the way that I thought it was going to, but I liked it all the same. I rated it a 3.75 technically. I don't exactly know like where it would stand if I couldn't do a like percentage, like a 0.5 or 0.75 rating. But I did really enjoy it. I like the two main characters, and I think that I'm going to continue on the series like next year after I can start buying books again. But in the meantime, I am gonna move on to a new series and try and get through some of these books that I own. And then I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.